Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome to the finale of Donkey Kong Land 2. At least it should be the finale. We're so close to the end. Probably going to finish it today. Anyway, last time I stopped at somewhat of a cliffhanger, you might say. That perhaps Stronghold Showdown might be something new. That they perhaps made another chain link chamber out of this, or at least have a boss this time around. Well, that might be funny actually. Because it is not. Let's go in. It's exactly the same as it is in Donkey Kong Country 2. But fun fact, there's actually another remake of Donkey Kong Country 2 on the Game Boy Advance. On the Game Boy Advance they re-released the Donkey Kong Country series as well, and there they did input a new boss in here, so eventually we'll get to see a boss at Stronghold Showdown, just not in this game yet. Here we immediately get thrown into the Flying Croc for Screech Sprint. So we're back into the brambles with its weird green and yellow graphics. But still, it's what we have to work with. Just like in Donkey Kong Country 2, Screech Sprint is quote-unquote race level, but not entirely. It starts off with a little bit of a normal platforming section. Only one bonus in this level. It's really easy to find, because as you can see it's just at the bottom of this vine. The bonus itself is not really that difficult either. It's just a normal platforming section with a couple of enemies to hinder you. And 20 seconds to do it. Should not be a problem. Just be careful for the brambles here, because they of course can also hit you and take you out of the bonus. And I need to hurry and... yeah, then that can happen. Oh, come on! That I get hit by the brambles in the bonus, okay, but not in the level itself, because there it will cost me a Kong, so I'd rather not actually. And I'm doing it myself, so only myself to blame. Okay, the Zinger is pretty annoying because it drains way too much time. But okay, this time I had more time left, so I didn't have to hurry. And not having to hurry means less chance of mistakes. But okay, that's all we have to look for bonus-wise in this level. Just like a lot of levels in this game, there's only one bonus. That's the whole reason why we're going to end at 47 Kremcoins in... oh, thought it was a regular barrel. It was a clobber apparently. But that's the reason why we're going to end with 47 Kremcoins instead of 75 in the original game. This 74 is not really a giveaway, because the Clubber's kiosk we found just before K. Rool's Keep actually gave that away already. But okay, we're here, checkpoint, and you know what that means. Squawk's barrel, and time to race. For some reason they were able to implement this guy in the game. And not things like Castle Crush and Haunted Hall, but this they could implement. Okay, it's basically the same kind of deal. Screech is programmed in such a way that he will always fly at the same speed. Will eventually get to the finish, and if he does before you do, you lose a life and you need to restart from the checkpoint. Assuming you got the checkpoint, of course. Okay, for us a little bit more things are going to be necessary to grab. Other than the finish, because the hero coin is on this pathway to the left over here. The Kong letters are not really that much of a problem. They are basically on the main pathway, you might say. For the N you need to take the north pathway on this split pathway. But all with all, it's a lot easier than in the original game, I feel. This level's also part of... they made things easier. Like I've explained in other levels as well. Because there's a lot more room for you to work with, there's a lot less enemies. The pathway you need to take is a lot more clear because of... oh, and speaking of pathways, this way you actually don't want to go. It's a shortcut, but as you can see, unlike like I explained, that some of the pathways are a lot wider here to make things easier. For that one it actually does not apply, so I would advise not taking that unless you are behind somehow, some way, wouldn't know how, because as you can see, we never even saw Screech during the race. Even that they made easier. Screech is really, really slow in this level, so... if you're not ahead of him, you should be ashamed of yourself. But anyway, that was all, so let's save our game. Let's see how far we are progress-wise. Yes, I'm going to see Rool in a minute, so I'll ask if he's done his homework. And I'm pretty sure he hasn't done it. 88% by the way, so apparently the final boss is worth 12% for 100%ing. No, of course he isn't. We have the last world to do. It's not a surprise. There's still a last world. We already saw the Clubber's kiosk, so we know we're not done yet after him. But we do have to beat him because, as you may know, the final boss will also give us a Kremcoin. So we actually have to defeat him before we're allowed in there for the last world. Rool himself actually works similar to... Ow. Very similar to his counterpart in the original game. There's a different background. We're no longer on a ship, even though map-wise we are. But as you can see, the background they chose to go with is the castle theme. But yet the way he works is pretty much the same. As you can see, he will shoot his cannons in different patterns. Eventually he'll drop a barrel containing a cannonball that we can grab, and he'll try to suck us in, and instead he'll suck in the cannonballs. We throw that, and that is nothing new. I do like how they just implemented the wind graphics here. Apparently they weren't able to just make a separate animation for him sucking in with his gun. The moment he starts sucking, they just put in the wind graphics that are from Gusty Glade. That's pretty interesting, actually. Okay. Once there's a Kong barrel on screen, I don't mind getting hit. This guy's actually a lot trickier than I remember. Probably because of having a little bit less room to work with. In most of the levels in this game, they actually widened all of the challenges to make things easier. But with the boss fights, that is actually not the case. Probably because of the smaller screen and them wanting you to have your eyes on the boss all the time. Therefore kind of forcing them to make the arenas smaller. That does make some of the bosses a little bit trickier. But anyway, after a couple of hits, it's not even all that many. As you can see, he goes down pretty quickly. And just like in Donkey Kong Country 2, Donkey Kong breaks out, punches Rool off his own island, and we win. This time we don't get dialogue from Cranky. In fact, Cranky's absent entirely in this game. But we do get to the Video Game Heroes podium, and we seem to be third. We did beat Yoshi, but Mario is still the man to beat. But we've still got the last world to cover, of course, so those 40 hero coins are coming up. Beating Rool just gave us the 47th Kremcoin, giving us access to the last world at Klobba's kiosk. But before we go to the actual toll house to pay the coins, we first go to the toll house to go through the enemy and character roll call. Interesting. We are looking at the place we are about to go to, but first we're going to do some end credits related business there. But yeah, if it isn't obvious, even though this character roll call is already busy and end credits following after that, this game is not over. Looking at my timer, I see I've done the final part of this game in less than 9 minutes. Therefore saying, I'm pretty sure I can already start the last world today. I will be keeping this footage going, because I'm pretty sure if you beat the last world you will get the same roll call and end credits. Not really sure about that, but I'm pretty sure you do. But since this is the official final boss, I'll just keep it here. And perhaps cut it out there, or just use it to close off the project. Something I don't really have to do right now, since we are not done yet. Just saying. This game is pretty fun to play, I think. It's definitely a downgrade compared to Donkey Kong Country 2. That much I can say, but what do you expect? It's on the Game Boy, it's the handheld system, which was not capable of a whole lot of things back in the day. It's not comparable to a Nintendo 3DS or a Nintendo Switch, what they can do nowadays. So, you don't have to expect any miracles, but I think with the limited capabilities that they had, they did make a pretty good game out of this. Unlike Donkey Kong Land 1, which I still appreciate a little bit more because of them trying to go for originality a little bit more than here. But given the fact that you already know beforehand this is going to be a remake of Donkey Kong Country 2, I still think they did a pretty good job with this, because most of the levels actually really feel original enough and still good enough despite the limited Game Boy memory. It's a pretty fun game to play, in all honesty. So, yeah, I'll just let this enemy roll call go. I don't really want to say too much closing-wise, so I think I'll leave it with this, because I need to do that in the next episode probably, when Lost World is going to be finished. Then I really want to close off the project. So for now, I'll just wait until I get my control back and can enter the Lost World and continue this adventure. This has been the enemy roll call. It's about to end. And the credits after that. See you after the credits. Okay, that was pretty short. And therefore saying, we've got plenty of time to continue this video. As you can see, we stopped at 47 Kremcoins, 34 hero coins, 89% done. The 11% we're missing we can find at Klabba's kiosk. Unlike last game, where every single world had one level to go through, this time around we spent all of our Kremcoins in one go and enter the Lost World entirely. As you can see, it starts off similar. We have a Klabba's kiosk and one singular stage. Only this time it will play out as a regular world map. Whenever we beat Jungle Jinx, the next level will open up. We don't have to go to another world to access that. We can just access it from here. The Lost World has finally become a regular world. Let's start with Jungle Jinx. The first jungle level of Donkey Kong Country 2 and Donkey Kong Land 2. We have to wait until beating the final boss in this iteration in order to find it for the first time, because as you can clearly see by the cost of entering Klabba's kiosk in this game, it is impossible to find this level before you beat Rool for the first time. So it is pretty late for this aesthetic to get introduced. Why is that hook so high? You really have to jump on this clobber? Sounds pretty unfair, but apparently it's what we need to do. Did not remember that hook being that high. But okay, if you remember correctly, Jungle Jinx is actually a level that made use of the tire gimmick, where all these tires were running around the stage, which we needed to use to bounce across some platforming sections. Obviously that's not going to happen here. This is another example of something they could not quite implement in this game. So they decided to create something different. Unlike Crazy Coaster and Dungeon Danger, it is therefore technically just like those two stages, another original stage because of not making use of the original gimmick. But unlike those two, they did name this level Jungle Jinx, which is pretty interesting. Even though they did lose a little bit of the title, because officially the level was called Jungle Hijinks, of course, but what a time to turn around. That's pretty mean. Oh, there's a hook here. First, let's grab the banana coin that's behind here. Can't really see those hooks because they're placed in such a way that they blend into the cliffs a little bit, but they're definitely here. But still, I consider Jungle Hijinks and Jungle Jinx similar enough to still consider it kind of the same level name, even though there's a small difference. Oh. I thought the end was just going to land me on a safe platform. I did not expect any spikes to be down there. But okay, I'm still alive. As long as I have 2 Kongs, I can permit myself those kinds of errors a little bit. Come on, let me go back up here, because I'm not done yet up there. Because I know the G's up there. Thank you. Okay, and that should be it already. Because of us not having to spend any Kremcoins anymore. Only hero coins to collect. Just like in Donkey Kong Country 2, this game solves it in the same way. We still have bonuses. Only this time around the bonuses won't present us a Kremcoin, but they will immediately present us the hero coin. So basically the only thing you're looking for 100% wise in these Lost World stages, just like in the original game, is bonus barrels. Bonus barrels automatically also give you the hero coin. And why the hell is your Kong barrel at the end of the stage? Why the hell would you need it there? Okay. Interesting. Oh, we even get a Kong college here. That's only fair enough. If they decide to make the Lost World a regular world, it would only be fair to also have a save point here. But still. Second level, normally accessible from World 3. Only this time around we don't have to traverse through the different worlds. We can immediately enter Black Ice Battle. And unlike Jungle Hijinks / Jinx, this stage is really similar to its original. It's once again a slippery vertical ice level with a lot of zinger challenges mostly. But anyway, we're going down. Just like in Donkey Kong Country 2, one of the few vertical stages that actually goes downward. Usually you see vertical stages go up a little bit more. But down is of course also a possibility. Parachute Panic being another famous example, of course. But if I'm not mistaken, they are the only 2. I know in Donkey Kong Land 3 and Donkey Kong Country 3 it happens a little bit more. There you have these mountainside levels. I know a lot of those actually go down. Especially in Donkey Kong Land 3. So there you see it a little bit more. But I can always appreciate it because it's not really traditional. Usually whenever platformers decide to go for vertical scrolling levels, they decide to go for going up a little bit. Oh, more than going down. I didn't want to go down quite yet. But I didn't miss anything. I just wanted to play around with the clobber barrel. But it was not strictly necessary, of course. Okay. There's a banana token on the right. On the left there's an O. So in that case go left, I might say. Oh, and because of us beating the game just now and therefore the game automatically resetting, we did reset our life counter just now. So we're back to having only 6 lives. Correction, 5 lives. Oh man, do I have to do everything over again? I know I'm distracting myself with stories and therefore I could not really remember hitting the checkpoint barrel, and apparently I did not. We weren't even halfway yet. But okay. It's also a problem with me. I always like to do things too fast. Whenever I die and I already know the stuff we've already seen, I like to do things too fast all of a sudden. And I start making more mistakes instead of less. Man, even a game over might happen just now. I've been at 100 plus lives for a while, and because of the game resetting and therefore being back at low life count, I might even game over now. Who would have expected that after being at 100 plus lives for so long that a game over might be coming close? Don't have to go there, I've already done the bonus. Nope. Well, that clobber had his revenge. I wanted to play around with him just now, but apparently he did not agree with that. And next time you're going to pass me, I'll have my revenge. I'll play around with you. Okay, let's get back into the groove. I was really close to the checkpoint, by the way. But we're back again. Okay. And this little niche over here. And this was not a niche, I thought it was another niche. In that case, I'm not really sure what was to the right over there. Probably nothing. Because I'm pretty sure the G is lower in the level, so we're not missing out on that. What the hell? Let's try that again. Did I really just outrun the scrolling? There's no way that was an endless pit. No way. That must have been a glitch. I know that's a thing that's happened before in a vertical level, if you remember correctly. One of the mine shaft levels that happened. If you fall too fast in vertical stages in this game, you can sometimes outrun the scrolling, and that will actually count as a death whenever you go off screen. And I think that just happened here, but I didn't think it was possible if you were just platforming normally, because I didn't fall that far, so... Okay, it was pretty remarkable. Okay, there we go. Black Ice Battle just turned into the stage where I died the most times. 3 or 4 times, if I counted correctly. I don't think that has happened in another level yet. So apparently I'm starting to lose my groove a little bit. Or you might just say the last level, the last world levels are really proving to be the hardest level in the game. As they're supposed to be. But most of these deaths really were unnecessary, I think. So for next time I'll try to play a little bit better. Hopefully have my groove back. But this is enough for today. I really feel like I need to stop now. Thanks for watching. Treecks out.